What if I tell you that dreams do come true? Will you believe it? Here is a story of how God makes Joseph's dreams come true. Title: From Dreams to Destiny. In the land of Canaan lived a young boy named Joseph. The beloved son of his father Jacob, Joseph was different from his brothers. He was gentle, faithful, and full of dreams. Jacob loved him deeply and gave him a beautiful coat of many colors. But Joseph's brothers were jealous. One night, Joseph had a dream. In the dream, sheaves of grain bowed down to his sheaf. Another night, the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed before him. When Joseph shared the dreams, his brothers' hearts burned with anger. They hated him even more. One day, as Joseph went to check on his brothers in the fields, their jealousy turned into betrayal. They seized him, tore off his colorful coat, and threw him into a deep pit. Later, they sold him to traveling merchants who carried him far away to Egypt. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Though Joseph had lost everything, God was still with him. Whatever Joseph touched prospered, and Potiphar placed him in charge of his entire household. But trouble came again. Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph, and he was thrown into prison though he had done nothing wrong. In the darkness of the prison, Joseph did not abandon God. God stayed with him and gave him favor even there. In prison, Joseph interpreted the dreams of 2 servants of Pharaoh. One was restored to his position, just as Joseph said. But Joseph was forgotten for 2 long years. Then one night, Pharaoh himself dreamed troubling dreams of fat cows swallowed by thin ones, and healthy grain consumed by withered stalks. Now none explained them. At last, Joseph was remembered. Joseph was brought from the prison, cleaned, and dressed before Pharaoh. With humility, Joseph said, "The meaning belongs to God." He explained that Egypt would have 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of terrible famine on that the land must prepare. Pharaoh saw God's wisdom in Joseph and lifted him from prisoner to governor of Egypt in a single day. When famine spread across the land, people came from everywhere to buy grain, among them Joseph's own brothers. They bowed before him, just as in his dreams, though they did not recognize him. Joseph had power to punish them, but he chose mercy. "I am Joseph," he said through tears. "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to save many lives." Joseph forgave his brothers and brought his family to live safely in Egypt. What began in betrayal ended in blessing, and Joseph's life became a powerful truth. God's plan may take you through the pit, the prison, and the waiting, but it always leads to purpose. What others use to harm you, God can use to fulfill his destiny. The end. Please subscribe for more Bible stories like this.